Alright guys, since the Jason Bourne spin-off series Treadstone has had its premiere on USA Network, I might as well review the Bourne movies. So the first Bourne movie I'm reviewing is Bourne Identity, directed by Doug Liman. The title character Jason Bourne is portrayed by Matt Damon. I thought this was a pretty good film to open up the Bourne franchise. Some confusing parts to it, but we'll get right into it. So we start off with Jason Bourne floating in the ocean. He's been shot. He wakes up. He's rescued by a ship doctor. He doesn't know where he's at, who his name is. He has amnesia, probably because of the gunshot. So the doctor fixes him. He takes him to shore. He goes to a bank, and he collects a bunch of supplies like passports, cash, handguns, credit cards, just to try to find out who he is. And he realizes that his name is Jason Bourne because he sees that on his identification, his ID. And in this movie, he forms a relationship with Maria, who is portrayed by Franca Potente, and they have it's not an easy relationship. It's very difficult. They have a hard time getting along with one another, and on top of that, they're being tracked down by the government. There's tons of police chases in this movie. A lot of action scenes where he's fighting police officers. And there's a bunch of assassins coming after him as well. And it's Jason Bourne's responsibility to find the culprit behind these assassination attempts and why the person's trying to kill him. The person that's trying to go after Bourne is Chris Conklin, portrayed by Chris Cooper. And Jason Bourne, he confronts Conklin, and Conklin tells him why they're going after him. There's apparently a failed assassination attempt on an African dictator named Wambosi. They're supposed to sneak into his boat and assassinate him and leave without being seen. But he failed because Wambosi had kids on board, and that's Bourne's weakness. When Bosti saw him, he shot him, he reported to the police. So everyone knows that someone's coming after him. And they had to take out Wambosi and Bourne to prevent from any information being tracked to CIA or the Treadstone program. So after Bourne is reminded of what goes on, kind of remembers about who he is, tells Conklin to leave him alone, and he escapes after a fight scene that took place on a staircase. Conklin is later assassinated in the movie. Bourne escapes, and at the ending he meets Maria. In the beginning, they met, and here they end reunited. So, Bourne Identity, I'd probably give an 8 out of 10. I like the action, I like the musical score, the fight scenes, the characters involved, development, the relationships. The only confusing part was the story. I didn't really know why the government was coming after him. I guess because he failed to assassinate the dictator. He was seen, so that's why. But I didn't really get why he had to kill him because of it, but I guess that put Conklin in some dark water with the government. Because I guess the Treadstone program was kind of an illegal program. I don't know. So giving it an 8 just because I thought the story wasn't really quite clear. That could be on me. But, that's your Bourne Identity review.